What's up, everybody? It's Narz, and in today's fix, Grand Theft Auto, the Trilogy, the Definitive Edition launch has been met with complaints from players. We break down Elden Ring multiplayer from co-op to PvP duels, and finally, we get some geeky gift ideas for this holiday season presented by Walmart. Take a deep breath and exhale, then prepare to get pissed off again because GTA The Trilogy The Definitive Edition's launch has faced a multitude of issues. Jeez, where do I begin? Starting off, graphic fidelity and quality concerns were a focal point in our game subreddit that has now amassed 1,300 comments documenting concerns of performance options for the remastered as well as criticism for Rockstar's lack of due diligence. Character models have been the butt of social media jokes as many new models appear to be downgraded versions of the older originals. Like, seriously, what is going on here? Technical concerns around the game's open-world dynamic have also been met with complaints as the game no longer adds atmospheric effects like fog to mask the player's world around them, and rain, which was meant to be purely aesthetic, now just blatantly blinds a player's field of view. Performance issues on the Switch version included erratic frame rates, long loading times, and visual downgrades. Rockstar's launcher also suffered a fatal blow as PC users are seemingly not able to play the game at all. Despite being a single-player game, the launcher is required to boot the GTA Trilogy and other Rockstar PC games. At the time of this fix, the PC version of the remastered GTA Trilogy is not available to buy on Rockstar's website, and those who did buy the game on PC are just not able to play it. Just a few hours after the release of the collection, Rockstar's Twitter support account explained services for the Rockstar Games Launcher and supported titles are temporarily offline from maintenance. Services will return as soon as maintenance is completed. That means GTA Trilogy, GTA 5, and Red Dead Redemption 2 also cannot be played on PC at this moment. Rockstar is currently working on restoring services for the Rockstar Games Launcher and supported titles, but there has been no clear messaging as to why the need for maintenance or how long the maintenance will take. Rockstar has confirmed the game has been pulled from sale because of the downtime, and many have turned to Twitter to complain that having an online launcher required to play any of Rockstar's single-player game is beyond stupid. In addition to missing elements from the original games, typos, and misreadings, Rockstar also has removed modding within the game, threatening legal action against modders, specifically mods made for the 3 games in the collection. As a result, mods that improve the original version looks, add extra content, or perhaps make them in any way more desirable than the definitive edition versions are no longer available. Because of the threat of legal action, modders have voluntarily taken down their work, with some worried that GTA modding as a whole will effectively come to an end due to this chilling effect. Rockstar has also removed all digital versions of GTA 3, GTA Vice City, and GTA San Andreas from sales ahead of the trilogy's release, leaving the definitive collection as the only digital versions of the game available to new players. Considering these official remasters are extremely unappealing to many, we may have to wait for Rockstar to change gears before it's worth revisiting the classics. In better news, we got a look at Elden Ring multiplayer in the closed network test and both cooperative and PvP competitive modes. If you are familiar with FromSoftware games, you'll remember that summoning and invasions are a significant part of their universe, and the same is true in Elden Ring. For those who want to play cooperatively, players will have to use a summoning system to invite other players into their world. This is done by one player being able to draw a sign on the ground. If players want to offer aid to another player, they would use the item Tarnished Furled Finger, which will draw a gold summon sign seen by other players. When activated, the player that used the item is summoned to another player's world. If players want to summon an ally, Furl Calling Finger Remedy grants the ability to see gold summoning signs. Unlike the Tarnished Furled Finger, Furl Calling Finger Remedies are consumable items with the closed network test providing 99 at start. Be mindful you will need to have one in stock before you can play co-op. Simply put, players can offer help at no cost, but to seek help, players must have a Furl Calling Finger Remedy in their inventory. Players will be able to limit who uses their signs by setting up a password system in the multiplayer menu. Co-op also doesn't provide a full experience, as the player who has been summoned into another player's world cannot activate Sight of Grace, Elden Ring versions of Dark Souls bonfires, or open chests, and have fewer number of restoratives than the host player. Upon death, summoned players will be sent back to their own world. The competitive multiplayer can be activated in a couple different ways. Players can use the duelist furled finger, which, like the tarnished furled finger, will draw a red summon sign on the floor, signaling to players in other worlds you're looking for a fight. Those who accept the challenge can summon the player to their world for an honorable duel. More aggressive players can opt to invade other players' worlds and hunt them down. To do this, players will use a bloody finger in the multiplayer menu, which will then search for other players who can be invaded and send players to that world. It should be mentioned that playing in co-op automatically opens you up to invasion, but in single player you can volunteer to be invaded by using the Taunter's Tongue, which acts kind of like a beacon to summon up to 2 invaders into your game. If you find yourself the victim of an invasion, you can send out a cry for help using the white cipher ring, which requests help from other worlds when invaded. Those who want to literally become someone's knight in shining armor to answer the call of a plea should activate the blue cipher ring, which will whisk players away to save anyone in distress. This may seem complex, but the multiplayer menu does make it reasonably easy to understand, as it keeps all of these items accessible. And finally, if you're not sure which geeky gifts to give yourself or others this holiday season, don't worry, IGN has your back with a special live stream next Tuesday. Let's take a look.
Hey, you!
Yes, you!
Do you like to get gifts?
Do you like to give gifts?
Do you like to gudge gifts?
That's not a word!
Well, do we have the show for you?
Tune in to IGN.com to watch IGN's Shoppable Gift Guide live in partnership with Walmart on Tuesday, November 16th at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific time to see gifts like
This!
And this!
This?
Gift, gift, gift.
But definitely not this.
We'll be showing off the hottest gifts of 2021, all available at Walmart 2021.
That's this year!
We'll bring the gifts.
Because you've been good this year.
Unless you haven't. We actually have no way of knowing. You could be terrible.
Tune in to IGN's Shoppable Gift Guide live in partnership with Walmart.
It's the most wonderful time to buy gifts.
And that was your game fix for today, November 12th. Please continue to send us your hilarious GTA Trilogy memes. We love them. They're great. Download the IGN app on all your devices, follow the Daily Fix on Snapchat, and for all things, everything else, head on over to IGN.com. I'm Narz, and remember to always stay fabulous.
I got a little job for you, pal.
They mess with me, they mess with the biggest boy in town.